a draft, 4-round draft, best players in March Madness history.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with, debatably the GOAT other than Kareem the Dream, but we're gonna go Christian Laettner. Holds 4 NCAA tournament records: most points, most free throws made and attempted, and most games played. 2-time champ, made 3 Final Fours. Guy's an absolute stud.
He's shit.
Apparently, he has a 5-inch cock. Balls knows that as well.
Exactly.
All right. Well, listen, if Balls is taking the dookie, I'm not going to wear this shirt and not take my boy, Carmelo Anthony. Took us to the ship. It's one of the first March Madnesses I remember. I remember I won my bracket that year, fell in love with Cuse. The rest is history. We're going Melo.
I'm gonna go with the GOAT. I'm going with MJ.
Love it.
MJ. I mean,
Love it.
Guy was nasty at UNC, and he won a title and fucking all the stats. He's a stud, y'all. Going MJ.
I'm going with who led an awful Michigan State team to the finals against Larry Bird to carry on the NBA's greatest rivalry.
Had to do it.
And I'm going with Magic Johnson.
Does not surprise me.
Magic Johnson.
The 10 unanswered points in the title game against Indiana State was electric.
You look good.
With my second one, I'm not going with a champion. This is March. I've always said this to Balls. We've always argued about this. There's certain teams where championships matter. Duke is one of them. Very few. Sparty's up there kind of, even though they don't win nearly as much. But I think a Final Four appearance in college basketball is an elite accomplishment, especially when you do it often.
For a non-blue blood, yeah.
Even for blue bloods,
are impressive, but you got to win titles.
Shut up. Even for blue bloods, at some point, blue bloods even then start comparing how many Final Fours if you have like similar amount of titles, etc. Anyways, I'm going with arguably the greatest performance in college basketball in a run with the team inferior to every single opponent they played. And I'm going to go, and this may surprise people, and he was a half-court shot away from winning a title. I'm going Gordon Hayward.
Love that. That's outrageous. I love it.
That is an electric pick.
I like it.
Gordon Hayward.
I was sweating that one out, dude.
I was there.
You were in person?
I was at that game.
How close was it in live?
It was, bro, you would not believe. I was ready to fucking erupt.
Yeah.
And it just fucking bounced off, and I was miserable.
Flipped, like, it was just too hard.
All right, this is a tough one for me because I'm debating between two players. But I'm going to go with my boy representing UConn. Led him to a title. One of the best runs in college history that season. I'm going with Kemba Walker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it.
What he did, that team that they went on the run to win the Big East and then the Natty title, and Kemba was just playing the best basketball probably ever. Solidified him as one of the greatest college hoopers.
You could actually argue that in a one-season span, that was the greatest performance by a single player.
Yeah, no question about it.
And it goes back to the conference tournament as well.
The step-back jump shot he hit to win the conference.
Iconic. Since we're doing old school players, Big R, first pick, Magic, I got to go his counterpart, the farm boy, Larry Bird. This guy was literally a farmer who went to Indiana State, a nothing school, and made them relevant, took them to the finals. I pulled up stats. He averaged 30 a game all 3 years he was there.
That's
13
absurd.
boards and 2.5 steals. I mean, with his athleticism also, it's just insane what the guy did.
All right. Well, for my second overall pick, top March Madness players of all time, I'm going to go with Mr. Steph Curry. Played in 5 NCAA tournament games, averaged 31.6 points per game, and led his team to an Elite Eight run where they lost to Kansas by 2 in a sweat, and Kansas was the eventual champ. So I'm going to go with Steph.
And people still doubted him going into the draft. He fell to 7. And look at him now. He's a top 15 player of all time.
That's because all those owners and head coaches are shit.
You look good.
With my third pick, Mr. Shane Battier.
Ooh, Shane.
Champ, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Guy was a champion in high school, college, and the NBA. He's just a stud.
Guys who Duke players when they won like a million fucking titles and like have Hall of Fame players.
I gotta ride my boys, you know.
I'm gonna be biased here.
I would have
another
gone
Hall of Fame player.
I would have gone a couple other Dukies over him, but I won't name names.
Nah, you can name names.
I got a couple on my mind, but
He's got a couple on his mind.
fuck Duke. I'm going to their arch rivals. When you think about a menace in college ball,
Oh, he's taking my boy.
Yeah.
Psycho T, Ty Hansbrough. The
I
dude
love that thing.
was menacing. I mean, come on. He just was so memorable for a college player, especially.
Yeah.
He dominated. I think they went to 2 Final Fours. They won 1. He was just a stud.
I agree 100%. I think he might be arguably one of the best players in college ever.
Absolutely. No doubt.
I played 1 season. They won it. Guy was a stud. I'm going Anthony Davis.
Love it.
Fuck.
He was a menace the whole season, and he dominated, and they won a championship. And I love him. I'm taking the Uno.
That brow was out of control in college.
Yeah,
it's still out of control. Fucking idiot. I'm stuck between. All right, this is gonna surprise people. But that's what I do with these things. I was gonna go Hansborough. And I was going to go Christopher Douglas Roberts, 08 Memphis.
UNC wasn't half by 1.
They covered spread.
Out of nowhere.
Christopher Douglas Roberts.
He was done.
Everyone, shut up, Dom. Everyone talks about Derrick Rose, but Christopher Douglas Roberts averaged 29 points a game in March Madness that year. And was a banked 3, or not banked, but a Mario Chalmers 3 away from winning the title. I had Kansas in my bracket that year. That 3 actually won me it. But I'm giving my boy Chris Douglas Roberts a name no one's ever going to think of again unless they watch the video. 29 points. I'm going Chris Douglas Roberts, 29 points a game in March. Everyone cares about D Rose. No, it was CDR that led that team.
That's a name drop. That is a name drop. I love that.
You look good.
And for my last pick, I don't like going here because he didn't get past the Sweet 16. And I'm a huge believer you need to do that. But I think he was so electric, this put him on the map. I'm going Jimmer Fredette. March Madness.
That was my pick.
All right. I don't hate it.
Love it.
Again, we're not talking about best players of the season. We're talking March Madness performance. And Jimmer Fredette, I mean, sheesh. And now he's a Hall of Fame player in China or wherever the hell he is, making millions.
So I'm different because when I was thinking of the list, I know it's March Madness and whatever. Getting to the Final Four is a big deal. Blah blah blah. I'm a fucking winner. I think you got to win. So the guy I'm going with, all right,
Okay, Frank.
he won. He won back-to-back titles. He was the Oscar player in the Final Four. All right.
I know he's going with.
All right. The team was good, but he was the guard who carried. I'm going Corey Brewer.
I knew you were going there.
Wow.
March Madness to win titles is all about guard play. You got to have good guards. And the fact that to win it once is impressive at this point. But to go back-to-back.
It's insane.
Tom, who was your third pick?
My third, Anthony Davis, but I'm on Corey Brewer now. I'm long gone, buddy. Corey Brewer, lock it in. Hall of Famer stud.
You got a great lineup, D. If we're going fucking, you got 80 at the 5.
Imagine
MJ Brewer
Hansbrough
at the
instead of
2/3.
AD. I'd be fucking nasty.
I gotta do it. Sorry, boys. Lou Alcindor.
Yeah.
I know it's a cop out, but like what he did,
he has to be taken. I was gonna take him.
He has to be taken. 3 ships in 3 years. 3 most outstanding players. I mean, the dude
what was it, like 1970?
26 and 15. They were 88 and 2.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Pure dominant. They literally banned dunking because of him.
They did.
Yeah. They're like, you can't dunk in the league. When you change the league like that, he deserves to be on this in this draft. So book it, Louis.
I will give it to you. I will give it to you.
We're gonna go Chris Jenkins, buzzer beater to win a title, 2-time champ.
Was electric.
That was my all-time game right there.
Hold on. So I have to change it because I don't think Jenkins was on both.
I'm pretty sure he was.
I actually didn't think it was that great of a pick because he didn't really dominate the tournament. He did hit the shot, but like,
you know who was on both? My boy.
I was gonna say if not, I'm going Brunson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, he wasn't. He was only on the. He was only on the 16 team.
Yeah, I know. So we're gonna go with Jalen Brunson.
Love it.
2-time Natty champ. Now New York Knick.
Now the best point guard in the league.
You look good.